Hello friends, how's it going? This is Prem Acharya from Dented Code. How are you doing today? Welcome back to my build a CRM ticket system from scratch using MERN stack. If you are here for the first time, I create tutorial related to programming web development. And if you are interested in programming and web development, subscribe the channel and make sure you turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any of my tutorials. In the previous video, I talked about the project that we are going to build and I showed you the prototype that I built up with Figma. And in this video, we are going to break down that whole project, which is MERN based full stack project, into a smaller task, and we manage this project using Trello. And I'll see you inside. Before we start writing down our task, let's look into our prototype again, and from there we'll go. So let's quickly go through it. So this is the front end part of our CRM ticket system, where a client will be logging through the form. This will be built on React. Okay, so we'll have the login form. We have a dashboard page. We have add new page, and we have ticket listing page, and we have ticket detail page. Okay, yeah, those are the pages. We have it that we need to create. So let's start working on the UI first, and then we go to functionality. So that's for the front end. Let's go to Trello. If you haven't used the Trello before, guys, so it's pretty easy to use. So go to log into your, first you have to register and log into Trello account, and after that just create a board. So I'm gonna make this board a public board, and I'll put Dented code, and I'm gonna write name for this board is CRM Ticket system. Create board. Okay, when you create board for the first time, this is what you're gonna look. The background image may be different in your case. I don't like this background because I cannot see like text that clearly, so you can simply change the background from here. Let's put pretty dull for now so that we can see clearly. If you want, I can change it later on. Let me know what theme you like. Anyway, so let's jump back to our prototype. So I have a feeling that our prototype is this, but the final product will look slightly different than this prototype, and there will be some extra functionality, I guess. Hope you don't mind that. Okay, so we're going to create some card list, and then we will start putting the card item. So first what we do is add backlog, and we will have to-do list, and we will have working list. So doing, you can put any you like, and then done list, and we will definitely have some bug. So without bug you can be a programmer, right? So bug list, bug fixing, and bug fixed. So what is this one is that these are the cards, so we'll be adding the list under those cards. So let's create some card here. I like to create one for general. I just want to keep like all the basic information I need to access here, so that easy for me to access. And in our backlog, let's look into here again. So we're gonna need client login page. Let's do the user interface only first. So first thing first, we need create GitHub repo for CRM front end. I'll write on this way. Okay, create GitHub repo, not FRMs. CRM front end. Create repo. Yes, we need I want to keep repository and then put all the code in Git repo. So we do login page UI. We need login. We need forget password. And forget password. Let's put page UI. Easy for us to see sequence. dashboard, page UI, ticket listing, page UI, ticket landing, page UI, and we need add new. We need add new ticket page as well. I think that's all we need in terms of page for the UI. And after that, we're going to add React router to route the page, add Redux to manage the state, and we need to integrate API. So this will be depending on our API. So this task will be done once our API section is done. So, and after that, we will do login, log out, functionality with JWT. Okay, that's pretty much okay, that's pretty much it about the front end. Okay, I just want to tell you guys that even though this is like a microservice structural project, so we will have front end, separate repo for front end, separate repo for admin panel, and separate repo for the API for the front end. So at least we'll have 3 repo here. But I would like to use one Trello account to manage all 3 of the project. But when you are, let's say, if you are working in the real life, probably you'll have 3 different groups of team working on all these different part of the project, and that time you'll have a different different project in whichever project management they use. But here, since we are the only one working alone, so we will list all of them, and then we will probably, okay, you know what we do? Let's create a label so that we know which where we are working on. So I'll say front end. I'll keep, that's the, okay, front end. So give every list a label, front end. Okay, I'll quickly do for all of them so that you don't have to watch me doing all of this. Okay, now you can see if you click on the color, it will extend and tell you what is it. So easy for you to now distinguish between front end, and we'll make a here. Let's maybe give a another. Let's create another label. Create for, let's say for this one is admin CMS, and green for API, client side API. All right, client side API. So later, when we have so many different lists, it will be easy for us to see by the color and the font here. Okay, so that is pretty much for the front end. Now let's see what's the API looks like for this one. So let's keep adding up this one here. Okay, add few tasks for the API. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, so we need definitely log in. You know what, API. I'm gonna write down login API for client. I'll write down client API. Client API. And you can log in client API. We need log out client API. We need add new ticket client API, and we need to update because client can. So after login, after add new ticket, yeah, did I say add new ticket? Add new ticket done, yeah, and then they can fetch the ticket as well. We will say fetch a ticket and fetch all tickets API, and here the update ticket update ticket API, and they can also close the ticket. Let's do close ticket client API. And since we have a login logout, probably we need to forget password too. Forget password client API. We need this one as well. Let's put them together, each other. Login, logout, forget password. So we need, let's quickly look. We need login, logout functionality, API, and then the fetch ticket, list of ticket API, and then add new ticket API, and then definitely once you edit the ticket landing page API and close ticket API. I think pretty much that it for the API. Let's color them up too. So I have a label for client side API. I'll quickly do this, guys. You don't have to watch me doing it, and then after that I'll get back in a second. Okay, that is pretty much for the client side API. Now let's look into our admin CMS, right? In our admin CMS, we need, so what we need in our admin CMS, let's go quickly have a look. Admin portal, we have pretty much, okay, this is, we are going to use Node, Express, and with the template engine. So login, dashboard, client listing page, add new page, clients, ticket listing page, ticket landing page, and logout. Okay, that's all we're gonna need it. Let's list them too. For the client, we already have the color code for admin CMS, the red one. We'll apply color code later on. Let's list them out first. And I forgot one thing here. We definitely need GitHub repo. Seriously, I cannot type and talk. Create GitHub repo, and I'm gonna give it a level 4 client. Okay, so this one should be on the list, top of the list. With that saying, let's start working on the client one. So sorry, the admin CMS panel. So we of course gonna need the GitHub repo as well. We'll go by the UI page first. Log in UI page. Login UI page, and we will have dashboard page, add new client page. I will not say UI because we are going to integrate our server side page rendering, where we'll write some server side code as well. So I will not say UI for that. Add new client, yes, and ticket listing page, ticket landing page, and landing page. Yeah, Okay, and then we will create the protect routers, because we want to be able to access, we want to protect all the unauthorized router for this admin panel section. So we need to protect them. Okay, I'll quickly label the color code for the backend CMS as well, and I'll get back in a second. Okay, the admin panel is done. Look, these are not the exhaustive list, guys, so the list will grow over the time. So we will decide which one we will work on and which one we will not work. And if we think we need to add some functionality or something, we'll add here later in the future. So let's look into now the database, right? We need some database to store the data, isn't it? So we need to create user schema, because we need user in our database, because all we have here is the user who is interacting as an admin and as a client, and the tickets. So we basically have those two. We definitely have those two. So also ticket schema as well. Let's write a session. I'm not sure if we're going to need to use this, but I'll just write for now. And then we'll definitely have to create DB last account. When we host the application, we'll use MongoDB online database to connect to it. Okay, integrate DB. Okay, so we are going to use all the data storing in our MongoDB, and Redis only for storing JWT for the front end login user. Okay, let's give a color code for the database as well. So I'm not sure which color should we go for. Maybe let's go for this database, and this one for deployment. So we have a database and deployment now, new one. So let's go quickly give the color code to our database. So okay guys, I'll just quickly do this and I'll get back to you. Okay, our database is done, and let's make few more lists that what we have to do after finish building our application and preparation for deployment and deploy to AWS. So let's create a list. Of course we need to create AWS account first, and I'm gonna write a message here, create admin user, don't use the root account for any activity. Okay, I think this is just for me to remind, just for me, myself, reminding myself. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, that's for a reminder for me. Okay, normally when you create an account, especially with AWS, do not use your root account to do all the deployment tasks. Always create a new AMI and then give admin level authorization, and then use that account to do all your deployment or testing. So what we're doing here is listing more tasks for the deployment. So first thing we're going to do is config code pipeline, because once we start deploying it, we want to be able to deploy automatically every time we push our code to master branch or any specific branch. Code pipeline, deploy front, and what's wrong? Have to cloud front, cloud deploy to cloud front. Okay, yeah, and then we will have config ACS, config EC2, config VPC. There's more to do inside each of this task, but we just write down configuration part only, so that when we working on those one, we'll look into more detail. And I probably going to do the load balancer as well. Config load balancer and Dockerize apps. Deploy Docker app. Config. We might use simple notification service from AWS. I'm not sure, but let's put in the task list. And then let me give them a color code as well, as we already have created one for it. So label it, and then what's the deployment? Okay, this one. Okay, I'll quickly do this and I'll get back to you again. Okay, guys, so that you don't have to watch me doing this silly things. That pretty much it about the deployment part as well. If you think I have missed something, guys, just write in the comment section below so that I'll add on later on. As we're going to build the application, we'll realize a lot of things probably missing, but we will going to work on them. Okay, nothing is perfect in first go, so that's why there is a version of application. So we are working on MVP, minimum viable product. Okay, talk too much. So I'm just quickly looking. So I'm just quickly looking if anything is missed. Okay, I think that is pretty much it about the listing so far. So what we're going to do first thing is that we are working on the front end. So we definitely going to do a few things here. So once you like decide what you are definitely going to work on from your backlog list, you can bring them and then put under your to-do list. We're definitely going to do the GitHub login UI page, forget password page, dashboard page, ticket listing page, ticket landing page. Before that, we're probably gonna need to do add new ticket, and after that, we are not adding router yet. In the next, I'm doing this one for next tutorial. Okay, so I'll keep the add router itself one tutorial. Add Redux definitely. So probably I'm going to combine the login functionality with Redux. Okay, I'll see which one comes easier. Okay, easier for you to understand. I'll figure it out. For now, we'll just work on the UI part. And you can also, if you're working on a team or with the friends or yourself, if you want to put in the timeline, you can always put timeline here, due date. So I'll probably put until Saturday is the due date, for example, for this task. And you can always set the reminder. You get email notification for your due date. Let's say I put 1 day here and save it. You can do that. And if you are again working in the member, you can always select the member whom you want to assign this task to. So since I'm working myself, I can assign myself, or I don't even have to. I'll just show you how it looks when you assign to it. Now, as you can see here, a little different. That means you are watching this task, and this is the due date, and this is the person who is going to do this task. So what's going to happen next is, guys, so this is our to-do task. So I just added since it's a to-do task, I just added the React Router Redux API backend and login logout functionality. I mean to say to-do, not doing list. So just let's do the front end first. And when we are next tutorial, we are going to work on this UI page. So when I'm working on them, what I'll do, I'll individually pull here under our doing task. That means I know what I'm working on. So every time I finish task, I'll mark as done, so that I know which one is done and what is still to be done, and then what is in the to-do list. And then we'll go back to our backlog for the backend and other stuff. So let me put it back on the, okay, I'll put it in doing for these three things first. Okay, so this is how you're going to work with Trello. And every time you do here any activity, you can the Trello will keep those record in activity logs. See, you can see like a second ago I moved forgot password page UI card from to do to doing, from to do to doing, and it shows who is doing it. So if you are working as a team or in a group, you can like definitely see who is working on what. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the Trello for now. So as we go and work on the project, we will always switch back to Trello. We follow our list and then work on the project, and then like this is Trello is your like a keep coming place. Okay, so if you have any question about the Trello, write me in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer as soon as possible. So let's okay, so that is all for the Trello for now. Okay guys, thanks for watching guys. Hope you like the video. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on all the notification. In the next video, we are going to start writing actual code. So we are going to build a front end part of our CRM ticket system, which will be React. So we're gonna be having a lot of fun writing React code in the next video. So till then, bye for now. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.